Hello everybody, welcome to another Poverty Hill Adventures video. Today we're over at Bone Creek. We're gonna visit our friend Dino, and the last time I talked to him he was getting ready for maple syrup season, which should be starting probably next month. And he was doing some prep work, and he invited me over to check things out. So why don't you come along with me? Unless you got the option on your computer to smell, you'll have to take my word on this. But as I'm walking back here, I get walking along and get into a little section of the trail here, and boy, it smells real strong fox urine. And if anybody knows about fox urine, I do. And the smell. So anyhow, it's a beautiful day. The snow is gone, and walking is easy, and we're almost back to Bone Creek. Well, there's Bone Creek, and somewhere around here is Dino. There he is, over there working away. What you up to?
Oh, besides breaking my back, I'm trying to help make things a little bit easier for this upcoming sugar season. I'm putting some stairs. You can see how steep this is. I've got to use ropes to get around, which is really difficult when I'm hauling buckets of sap up and down this hill. So my plan is that I've got a couple spots where I want to build some stairs and some landings that I can actually lay these heavy buckets down. These buckets are filled with sap. They're 5 gallons times 7 pounds a gallon. It's like 35 pounds. So carrying 2 or 4 of them around gets pretty heavy. So I like to have these little spots. I can lay my buckets down. I can get up and down, because this is actually a gigantic slip and slide come springtime. So yeah, basically in a nutshell, that's what's going on today.
And you lucked out with the ground not being froze solid today. The path runs along the side of this steep hill here. And eventually it's going to come out over on the top of the bank here.
A little help. A couple seasons ago, I had a major windstorm, and one of these giant cherry trees fell, kind of crushed my sugar shack, but fell right on my fire pit where I make all of my maple syrup. So basically it crushed it down. So earlier this year, I took all this fire brick out and dug this down a bit, put a foundation in, poured some concrete, and mortared all these fire brick back up. So I'm going to be all set for the upcoming season. Everything's all nice and level. When I lay my pans down, I like to have it very level. That way, if it's tipping, I don't get a shallow spot that burns off too quick and burns my pan. But I'm really excited. This little lip here will actually burn off. This was my frame. So that will burn down, and I'll have it right up against the wall. It's going to be great. Can't wait another month. I constructed this when I put the pan on top and my warming pans. This is almost sealed on top, so I want to get some airflow. So I put this angled gutter, got a little bit bent up, but this is a really good way to get the air into the bottom where all the hot embers are.
You got enough wood to boil this year?
I do have a good stockpile of wood, but my next activity out here is going to be taking this wood and splitting it into arm-sized pieces. So I'll go through and I'll probably take a cord of wood and break that up. You know, having them real small like this, it really helps the fire burn really hot and really fast to be the most efficient.
It's always fun stopping over at Bone Creek and seeing what our friend Dino's up to. And him and I are walking out. And on the way out, I asked him if he would show me. He's got a little primitive camp set up that he camps out in the wintertime here. Matter of fact, he camped out one night of the blizzard that we just had. So we're going to check that out on our way out.
The Christmas blizzard, I was really excited to come out here and do some camping. So I set up my oilcloth here. This is a pine forest that I actually grew myself 25 years ago. I started planting, so it's kind of really neat for me to be in here. Had a big snow wall here. Again, we had maybe 3+ feet of snow in here. Dug it all out, had a snow wall. I had a little spot for my fire, and basically I slept underneath this tarp. I wrapped this around so at least it could block me from the main wind, and I had all my wool and cozy and snug as a bug in a rug.
Well, it was pretty cold a couple of nights during that blizzard. How cold?
It was single digits, and then with the wind chill, I think they said it was getting down about 30 below zero wind chill factor.
Okay, and what did you use? Like a real good sleeping bag, or
no? Just all my wool. The wool I'm wearing now. I had my heavy wool blanket, and the whole purpose, you know, my house isn't that far away. But just to come out and challenge myself, sleeping in the wool, and,
cool.
And that, you know, nothing beats wool.
Now, what did you have a ground pad or anything, or?
I had a thin little ground pad, which was helpful, but pretty much the main thing was sleeping on this, so I could fold this around, and I'm basically kind of airtight on this side. The back, like I said, I dug down 2-3 feet of snow, and just wrapped myself up in the wool. Over on this side, I had a really little small fire. It didn't stay throughout the night, but just while I was sitting up, and it was awesome.
Very cool. Hey, could you do me a favor?
Sure.
And send me a couple of pictures if you got any pictures from your camp out.
Definitely.
I'll share them with all the viewers.
That would be great. Definitely will.
Before I left Bone Creek today, Dino gifted me a jar of his wife Amy's trail mix that she makes, and she mixes in some honey from her bees, and boy is it good. I'd like to thank Amy. Thank you, Amy, very much for the jar of trail mix. I appreciate it. Well, it was fun visiting. I appreciate the invite to come over, and looks like the chickens are doing good.
Yep, laying some eggs.
Ah, cool.
Well, thanks for the visit, Brian.
Well,
you have to come back out when we get to the next stage of my maple syrup operation, and keep on trucking.
All right, keep on trucking. Thanks, everybody, for watching. And like Dino said, keep on trucking. So take care until next time.